Cool. Let's run through it. So on three, two, one, John.
Ring, ring.
Hello, this is Angelica.
Hi, Angelica. This is John from Zillow. I have Elias on the line. He'd like to see 123 Main Street in Oakland. Can I connect you?
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, here you go. Ding.
Hello.
Is this Elias?
Yes.
Perfect. Well, hi, Elias. My name's Angelica. I'm a premier agent with Zillow, and I'm a realtor with Team Fast at eXp Realty. I see here that you're interested in taking a look at 123 Main Street. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to pull that up real quick. In the meantime, can you tell me a little bit about what you like about this specific home?
We just have been trying to purchase in Maxwell Park, and we absolutely love that area.
Okay. I'm also going to take a look to see if there's any other homes that I can show you while you come out. Do you have some extra time?
Yeah, I have a little extra time.
Okay. Awesome. So I'm actually seeing here that I'm going to need to contact the sellers to set up the showing appointment. So what day and time works best for you?
I'm hoping tomorrow or even Saturday morning before noon, or Saturday morning before 11, excuse me.
Perfect. I like how you gave me a couple different options. So I'm going to go ahead and get that confirmed. So I'm going to shoot you a text to confirm that, as well as give you my name and number so you have it handy. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. So is there any questions I can answer for you right now?
So Angelica, I wanted to ask, it's Angelica, right?
Yeah.
I wanted to ask, our friends just bought in Oakland. We hear that it's really, really competitive. Do you think that property is going to be competitive?
I think I could tell you a little more once we actually see the place in person. And I'd love to, have this conversation face to face. So we'll go over that when we meet. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure. But like, in your opinion, do you think it's going to be like a hot property?
Well, pictures, definitely looks like a nice home. So, and I think it's a great one that you picked. So we'll talk about it when we get there.
Okay.
All right, perfect. So just so you know, I'm only a call and text away. You have my number, right?
Yes.
Sorry, I'll text it to you.
Yes. Okay.
I forget, I'm not popping up on caller ID. All right, well, Elias, I will see you then.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you. Awesome. All right, good. Breathe.
Did that.
All right. So hey, I'll tell you what, really, really strong intro. Like the way that you define who you are, what team you were, your name, right to business. I know that you want to see 123 Main Street. I think that was a really, really strong intro. As you're checking for seller availability, you said, what is it about the particular home that you like? We're trying not to get ourselves put into that box because it is too, I think, general. I think a better question to replace with that is, where are you guys at in the home buying journey, right? If you're trying to buy some time, you're looking at Calendly, like, which I think that you were doing. So I like that. Information about the property. So when I asked you that question about the market and is it a competitive home, I felt like you were deflecting, but it felt like you were deflecting. Like, I want to feel, hey, it sounds to me, Angelica, that you have a pretty good idea on the market. It's really early for me to tell. Let me do a little bit more research, a little bit more digging. And when I see you at our appointment tomorrow, I'll have a few more answers for you. Right. So it's like acknowledging that their emotion about this, but then being able to deflect it in a way that it doesn't feel like you were deflecting it. 2 times I felt like, she's just putting me off. She's just putting me off.
I know, and I felt that too.
Okay. All right. So as long as you felt that too, I just want to.
Yeah. I just kept remembering that you guys were telling Christina, like, not to get into that, And I think that was my issue, was that I was remembering the feedback you gave Christina. So I was trying not to go there.
Yeah. But
that's another thing too, where it's like with these hypothetical calls, if somebody's really hammering on it, like, obviously we want to try to get away from getting too far into it. But if you can tell that this person's really hung up on something, like, go ahead and talk to them more about it. Yeah. Like with these hypothetical calls, it's like you're trying to fit into this box of how we want the call to go. So, and I felt like that you were answering that because that's what you knew we wanted to hear. But like, same thing. We want people to go right into the appointment. But I was listening to one of the calls where, like, it started off with the agent being like, "Oh, sorry if you can't hear me. Like, I just got off a plane. Like, blah, blah, blah. I'm a little jet lagged." And like, so obviously you're not just going to be like, "What time do you want to see this house?" It's like, "Oh, jet lag. Like, how is it you doing?" It turns into a little bit of rapport building, and then you go straight to the appointment. So on a real call, you have a ton of experience, so you're gonna feel what you need to do to like satisfy this client. But obviously, like in this, we want to hear you, deflect. So deflect. But like Elias was saying, if you start that deflection off with validation, then it feels like a little bit less deflection. So, that's a really good question, or it sounds like you have a pretty good idea of what's going on in the market. Perfect. And then pause, that alone kind of like satisfies them in a sense because they feel heard, and then you can kick it down the road.
Got it.
That's right. So it's like, I would be doing you a disservice by answering that question this early because I haven't done enough research, right? So it's like you said, you want to do more digging, you want to get more answers for them, and I'll make sure by when I see you tomorrow, I have a little bit more data for you. So, just make it feel like you're not totally deflecting.
You were just missing the validation part, because had you said something and given them a chance to like feel heard, even though you didn't answer anything, that would have made the deflection part less of a deflection and more of a like, okay, like, yeah, she's right, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, okay, I got it.
Kenny.
Cool.
Yeah, it felt just same things you guys mentioned. That was probably one of the most biggest cases of that, where it felt just kind of scripted, trying to get someone off the phone. I think it was just because you're trying to hit play by play of what Christina did, and so you didn't do that. But it just felt unnatural. But I'm sure, like in the actual call, as you're spending a little time building rapport, or tone, you'll be fine.
Yeah,